Yes, I want to say hello, LinkedIn. Hello, YouTube. Hi, Instagram. Hey, Facebook. It's great to be here today. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend, and I'm hoping everybody's going to have a productive week and everything because it's time to get it together. Today's the last day of the third quarter. Tomorrow's going to be the first day of the fourth quarter. So this is the end of the year, guys. It's time to get ready, get us all amped up. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. I am so ready to get ready for the rest of the year to start anew. It's time to go. It's time to get this together. I do want to start with, just want to introduce myself. If you're new to my live, I'm Corrine Wright. I'm the accountant of Faith Accounting Consulting Services. I am a mom, of course, a wife, and I am so excited to be here today to just give some more insights. And I'm going to change it up a little bit than I normally do. I just want to share like some stories from my clients, like what we actually go through and how we've seen how when we did the bookkeeping correctly and how it impacted our business growth. So I definitely want to share that story today from a mompreneur POV. I do want to go over. Let me hop in Slack to see if there's like any that the firm is doing for this last quarter. First things first, we've heard everyone's complaints and said that 12 o'clock is not working for everybody. And I would love to be on live with you guys while I'm talking so we can have interactions. So we will be moving the live stream to Friday evening. So it's going to be a jam-packed house here. So hopefully this live is going to go smooth over there when I deliver it, but we're moving to Friday evenings around dinner time, a little bit after dinner time. So we're probably to be just going from live at noon to Friday winding down day. Like we're gonna be winding down or something. So all my vineyards out there, send me some type of wine so I can put it on my live while we talk about numbers. Okay. Next thing, our webinars we moved from weekly to monthly starting in October. So that'll be coming out too that date. And that's basically it for all the announcements. So I can just hop right into what our topic is today. And that's that basically the impact of accurate bookkeeping on business growth. So I'm Corrine, and that's what I'm going to talk about. And I just want to share, like I said, a story that really hits home. It's the story of like a mompreneur named Emily and how the power of accurate bookkeeping transformed her business tremendously. So, as an accountant, I see a lot of businesses owners struggle with managing their finances, but Emily's story is one I think of a lot that you guys can relate to. So, especially those who are balancing a lot. If you're balancing anything, but let's say balancing family life with building a business, if you're balancing working 9 to 5 and building a business, this story is going to resonate with you. So, Emily was a creative powerhouse, a mom of two, and the founder of a small home based candle making business. She was always in high demand. So, between soccer practices, homework sessions, and late night candle orders, she was doing it all. But, like many mompreneurs, her business was growing faster than she can keep up. I don't even care if you get 2 or 3 clients as a mompreneur, that's becoming really fast. Adding it on top of everything else we have to do. You heard her soccer practice. For me, it's football practice and every other thing in between. So she came to me feeling completely overwhelmed. So her biggest challenge, her finances were all over the place. She had been keeping track of expenses in a notebook. Her sales were on random spreadsheets, and she had boxes of receipts that were gathering dust. She wasn't sure if she was actually making money, and worse, tax season was coming up, and she had no idea where to start. Wow, right? So that's where accurate bookkeeping came into play. So I told Emily that if we could get her books in order, not only would it help her with tax time, but it would also give her a clear picture of how her business was performing. So what we did was we started organizing her financial records, digitizing her receipts, tracking her income and expenses, and putting systems in place so that every transaction was accounted for. So this is where we start the automation part. And it didn't happen overnight, but little by little, Emily could see the difference. The numbers started telling the story. And for the first time, she saw which candles were the best sellers, where she was overspending, and most importantly, where she had room to grow. I also want to add one thing, like if when we cut ourselves and we start bleeding, right? You know exactly where to go to put that band-aid. if in your business, if you don't have if you don't have accurate records and you don't know where the bleed is coming from, it's kind of hard to go put a band-aid on it. So this is why we do this type of stuff. And I only brought that up because my daughter told me the other day, oh Mom, I don't feel pain. I was like, oh no, like I started overwhelmed. I was like, no, you need to feel pain, girl. We need to know what's going on. So I just want to bring that up. So with accurate bookkeeping, Emily made some crucial decisions. She was able to cut down on unnecessary expenses, like, those subscriptions we pay for, reinvest in her best-selling products, and even hire part-time, this is the best part, hire part-time help so she can spend more time with her kids and everything. Her profits grew, her stress decreased. That's the major thing here. We don't want you to be overwhelmed. And when tax season arrived, she was fully prepared. Like, it was just a click of a button. It was not even nothing. So this wasn't just about staying compliant with the IRS. Accurate bookkeeping gave Emily the confidence to make smart decisions, set realistic goals, and ultimately grow her business beyond what she even imagined. So she's now selling her candles not only locally, but across the country, all while maintaining a healthy work-life balance. So my thing is, if you are feeling like Emily did, overwhelmed by finances, unsure of where your business is headed, accurate bookkeeping might just be the key to unlocking your next level of growth. So I want to dive in some tips that you can start applying this to your own business right now. So if you want, just drop some questions in the chat and I'll be able to answer any questions you may have. And I do have a few questions that I already got through email and also through our DMs. But the tips that I definitely have, as you all know, we need to be able to automate the system. So you also need to either decide if you're going to do it yourself or if you're going to hire someone to do this, like my business as well. If you don't know, we also provide programs and membership for anyone that's not able to financially afford our services. We do have a membership program called DBC, which is called Do It Yourselfish Bookkeeping Collective. That's something where you can join, where we give you multiple different options on how to even set up your books, how to you can either do it yourself with using our guide, step-by-step guide program, or we can do it for you where we'll give you a VIP day. You choose that VIP day. We will go in and set up your books for you, get everything automated as much as we can. And then you're able to join our program where we meet once a week. And I am in that Zoom with you weekly for an hour with a group of other mompreneurs, entrepreneurs, and business owners. You'll be able to join them and myself, and we will do your books throughout that time. And any questions that you have, you can get an answer there. We also set it up where we get you to send us your questions throughout the week. So if you do have questions and you can't even make it, we do a recording for you and everything. The best thing about me is that I have 4 kids at home, so usually after I tell them something a few times and they don't get it, I'm just going to end up doing it myself or hire someone to do it. But we will take care of it if you can't figure it out in that program. Then we also have our own programs as well. But the number one thing is to get the account system that's best for you. And I'm get rid of the spreadsheets, get rid of the notebooks, find a system that's going to automate. You can add everything, your as POS systems. We talked about this before, what the steps are. So I will actually re-put that link into this to this live so you can see, but get all that all together and then start seeing some change in your business, right? So the questions I have, I feel like I'm in Emily's situation right now. So where do I start with organizing my bookkeeping? So you want to start small. So you want to gather all your receipts, invoices, bank statements from the last month, or if you want to start from the beginning of the time, or even from the last time you prepared your taxes, you would want to collect all that information. You're going to use a bookkeeping software or a spreadsheet I'm not even going to put that spreadsheet. Don't even use a spreadsheet to track every expense and income. Once you see everything in one place, it'll become clear where your money is going. That's where we want to know. We want to know what's bleeding our business, like why we not hitting the marks, or how we can set up goals. That's the main thing. You want to know what goals you're going to set and how to get there, right? The next question, sorry. I should put them up here. Hold on. So I'm going to just spit it off. There's one more question that came in. Hold on. I'm lost. Okay, here's my question. Next question I have, question number 2, how often should I update my books to keep them accurate? So I recommend updating your books at least once a week. This way you can track your income and expenses in real time, which helps you stay on top of things without letting transactions pile up. Every last one of the, mostly every software has like a phone app, like where you can do it on your phone. So if you're like sitting and it's like 10, 15 minutes in and you're like, if you're on Facebook, Instagram, and you're scrolling for many hours, I would say switch over to your QuickBooks or your Zero or your FreshBooks, whatever you're using, and go in and organize your transaction. It's really not that hard to do. And if you notice a pattern of things happening, then you might want to hit on your computer, because I don't know if you can set up rules, but go on your computer and create some rules for things that are repeating itself throughout the week. If you notice that you're paying the same thing weekly or even monthly, then now you want to set that up as a rule so it can automatically enter itself and you don't have to even worry about that. So to the point where you're going to have maybe one or two transactions a week, because we are people, we are humans, we are, what's that word? We like to, we are a creature of habit. So we kind of do the same thing over and over and over again. So you want to make sure you are, it's this, we see the same thing in your books as well. We see you do the same thing over again. You're purchasing the same things. You're not really buying random things when you run a business. So most of this stuff is going to be repeating itself. And there's certain things that you can't memorize, like Walmart, of course, is one of those that we can't really ever automate because you're buying different things at Walmart and things like that. So those are the only things that I would put down as the do not automate list. But it's like that. So the next question I have is, how can I use, hey guys, hi Instagram. Do I have any questions on IG before I keep going? Okay. How can I use my bookkeeping records to make better business decisions? So your bookkeeping records show your patterns, like I just said, where you're spending too much, which product or service are performing well, and where you can cut costs. So this information helps you allocate resources better and plan for growth. Just like Emily did with her candle business, she noticed that there was certain candles that are making more money and she could not focus, and she probably will limit other candles to probably like customized orders or something like that, and probably even charge. You might, if you have a top selling product, you might bulk on certain things like that and then do customized for more money for smaller things that wasn't bringing in money. So you can see what's going on. So that's how I can help you make decisions. I always say your books are going to be your silent partner, because of the fact that it's going to be able to really, like, numbers don't lie, right? So it's going to be able to just definitely spell out what decision you need to make. Like, for instance, if you want to hire part-time help, you want to look at your books and see, do we even have money to hire books self-time, like a part-time helper? Next question is, do I have 6 months of money to pay for this part-time bookkeeper? Because what about if you look at your books and you realize that there's a certain time, not part-time, whoever you're hiring, but look at your books, right? If you notice that there's a time frame, maybe let's say for a few months or whatever, like say you're a realtor and then like real estate is slowing down and probably 2 or 3 months you're not making as much sales as you would have, and you've been noticing this for over a year or maybe 2 years, then you probably realize that you might have to switch it up, or you can't even hire that part-time helper, or maybe that part-time person would be already aware that they're not going to be working during those times, or you saved up enough money during your high peak time for that part-time person to still work and help you grow your business during those slow months as well. So that's what you really want to be focusing on, is the trend. Like, am I making money such and such month? Do I have enough money to hire this person or purchase this program or this software? And do I have enough to cover it for many, many months? Because businesses, as you know, we're going to another election coming up, and things happen. We're going to have a whole lot of stuff happening with the economy and everything out there. So you want to make sure you are able to sustain that. When COVID happened, a lot of us small businesses didn't make it because we didn't know this was going to happen, but you didn't also not have enough money put away for something like this to happen. And we were screwed. Like, PPPs came and saved us. Certain things did come out there, but it took a while. And some of us couldn't even get a PPP or whatever because they didn't have their accounting records in order because they were asking for things like that. So this is the silent partner, and this is going to help you make a lot of decisions. Trust me, I make so many decisions by looking at my numbers like, in my heart, I want to do this, but my book says no. My numbers don't lie. The way my bank account's set up, I can't do that. Like, that's how this is going to help you with making so many decisions that you need to make. Like, for me, transparent, I looked at my numbers last week. Like, if I'm feeling down and sad, I may look at my numbers and say, like, well, I'm doing it. I'm like, we're good. So I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I looked at my numbers and I was able to implement a lot of different things throughout the year that help me bring home more money as a mompreneur to my children by, doing certain tax saving strategies. And it's been helping, like, because my numbers were in order. I was able to take whatever tax strategies that was out there and implement it right away because my books were clean. I was able to take a look and say, well, I do have this, I do have that, I do have the capability of doing this based on what my numbers said. So I did that. So it's you got to do it. So I don't understand. If you're running a business, get to it. Like, get to those numbers, figure it out, find a program. I always tell you, reach out to your Chamber of Commerce, tell your Chamber of Commerce to implement these programs for you. I was on a chamber, but you do get some grant money. So you can have the chamber even figure out how y'all hire your own accountant to come help us, but figure something out. Like, go out there, look for the resources. If we can't help you, like I said, I would always still help you. So do a discovery call, figure it out. We can talk things. We can figure out how we can help you. If we can't help you, we'll reach out to our local colleges and see if there's some interns out there that can help you do all this stuff because, there's always options, and like I said, I try to help my clients and whoever I come in contact with my network. Like, if my network can help you, I'm here to help you as well. So plug in with me. Schedule a discovery call. Let's talk about it. Let's go over your pain points and figure out how we can help you and be a solution. But at the end of the day, we're going to figure out that solution if it's with us or not. So that's it for today. And I want everyone to be productive this week. I won't see you next Monday because we are starting our lives again. Friday evenings, I'll be sitting down with you. So beware. There might be littles running in here. But the two older ones are the worst than the littles. So they might be running in and out of my life. But I'm so happy to be here with you guys today. And I just want us all to be productive. And if you need me, hello@faithacs.com. Send us a PM, DM, comment in any of our socials where you see us talking to you, and I'll respond and get back to you. Okay? So have a good one and be blessed and enjoy. Bye. You're welcome, Crown Jewels. Thank you, Jess. Yes, if you need my help, like, hit me up. Honey. You can honey influence. You can reach out to me. I'll be there. Bye, everyone. Have a good one. Whew. Live.